Hi, this is Angela from North Carolina, and I thought you might enjoy seeing some of my vintage pieces of crystal. The majority of these pieces I have inherited from family, and quite a few I have bought myself. I have mentioned before I'm considered a hoarder by many people, but I call myself a collector. The pieces up here on the left, they're from 1945 from France, from a company that was called Ivorclear. This lovely piece here that's lavender is from Italy. It's from the 1920s. Very heavy. I use it as a flower arrangement when I set the table. These two lovely pieces here, I'm only showing you two of them. They are two of my Rosenthal crystal collection. Rosenthal, I think, was the best crystal ever made. It originated in Germany, and back in the day, Rosenthal was just, it was, if you had Rosenthal crystal, you were really something. Now it's not quite the quality that it is. These pieces of the champagne stems, these flutes were $1,000 when I had them appraised last in 1985, and that was per flute. These little small snifters are Rosenthal. Aren't they stunning? I wish you could see truly just how gorgeous they are. I think I have about 20 of them. Isn't that beautiful? And then here is a piece that's just a lovely Mikasa bowl. I'm sure you've all heard of Mikasa. It's only 40 years old. It's not vintage. But these are fun. These were original boat drink glasses way back from in the day. I think that they're from the 30s or early 40s. And they have little palm trees on them and little bits of bamboo. And they drank their mint juleps and their pina coladas and other frozen drinks out of them from the era. Now these, you may have seen something like this before, and if you have, I would love to hear. Way back in the day, these were my great-great-grandmothers. So way back, without air conditioning, and when we didn't have good refrigeration, it was hard to entertain and have your food stay safe and cold. These, the tops lift out, and you would put crushed ice in the entire glass, or the crystal container, whatever you want to call it. Then you would set your dish back in, and you would serve your shrimp cocktail for an appetizer from these. Back then, they used to do a lot of like congealed salad, like pea salads and different things that they would serve as part of one of the mini meal. You know, they brought out the salad, they brought out everything in courses. And also they were used for dessert as well. You would see people serve ice cream out of them. I've done both. I served ice cream, and back in the day when I used to entertain more, I would serve shrimp cocktail in them. Here we have salt and pepper cellars. Way back, each place setting would have two. You would have one for your salt and one for your pepper at your place setting, and you would have one little teeny tiny sterling silver spoon, and that's how you would decide how much salt and pepper you wanted. I have a beautiful one down in a dry pantry I have that actually has a beautiful little crystal tray that holds them that are just stunning. I have quite a few sets. I actually used to use these when I had company. This decanter is Waterford, weighs about 25 or 30 pounds. These are gorgeous lead crystal. Wow, aren't they beautiful? I love lead crystal. These are lovely little Danish wine glasses, very delicately engraved. they're sitting on a vintage plate that I believe is from the early 1900s. And then these little small glasses here were from the 1920s. And then in the back, I have a little small crystal vase that you would put in a guest room for company so they could have fresh water at night. And then here, I have a whole collection of old vintage crystal with rose glass. And this was just a tray that, of course, you could put your different foods separated in. See how it's got the compartments? Downstairs, I have one that is the most beautiful cake plate you've ever seen. That's the rose glass. And behind here are just some vintage Italian pudding cups or some other type of, whatever type of small salad congealed you wanted to serve. The turquoise decanters from Italy with the little glasses. And then I have a crystal napkin holder and a crystal butter dish. And these are so funny. It must have been okay back in the day to have toothpicks and pick your teeth with them, because you would have the toothpick holders scattered throughout a table setting. They actually pretended that they were there, like if you had picked something off your plate that had a toothpick in it. But I have actually heard that people really did pick their teeth. This is lovely. Isn't it gorgeous? This is Waterford crystal. It's one of my most beautiful pieces that I just love. And in this corner, these are some bubble glass that are, I think, from like 1870s. I've got, see the little bubbles in the dish? This was a bubble candlestick holder, other little bubble dishes. It takes two hands to pick this up. But under here is a bubble platter and then another bubble plate on top. And here's just one bubble glass that was for a highball. I have others, but they're in another room. But I just wanted to show you this one. But anyway, I just thought you might enjoy seeing some interesting pieces of crystal. And when I get the time, I will wash all of my German Rosenthal, and I will let you see all the different sizes. Each type of wine had its very own glass. So I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my crystal collection. And if you have some pieces like this, I'd love for you to tell me or send me a picture on my Instagram. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.